This is Castle Comfort, Dominica, September 19th. On September 18th, you could not see beyond these trees. Every leaf, every branch was stripped off of these trees. Look at the bare trees at the top of the hill there. It appears as though the entire side of that 3-story furniture warehouse was totally stripped away. For the 3.75 years that I have lived in Dominica, I have never been able to see a view from this perspective. It's always been blocked by trees, leaves, branches, very thick trees. There appears to be a lot of rubble of wood, or it could be trees in the distance there. Thankfully, it appears my Jeep was spared. However, I won't be driving it anywhere today because the road is blocked by downed trees. This is the entrance to my apartment. I roll this up from inside and drag it outside this morning. Look at this. Hi. It's as though a brush cutter came through here and just knocked everything down. I could never see the sea from here. Now I can. Look at this. So that used to be a fully functional dryer. It used to be plugged here. Is now there, hanging from my video camera, surveillance camera. No damage to the building, but my AC unit was moved out of place, and that's the door. Well, it has some sandbags thanks to my landlord. This door sounded as though it was ripping apart. Lots of like wood cracking sounds. I'm sure it's damaged. I'll have a look at it later. Hanging over. So we'll go inside now. My door won't close. The wood is like swollen. We have no electricity, so there's no light. This was flooded with several inches of rain, of water. I mopped it up and mopped up about 30 buckets of water. So I've moved the sofas. They did not get wet, thankfully, and tried to mop up as much as I could. And I've opened some of the windows now to let the air in to help dry the floor. So here and there are bits of galvanized roofing materials, but they don't belong to my roof. They're obviously for someone else's roof. This is the view from my roof. It's like a huge pond. There's a drain hole, but it's obviously too small to drain all of this at once. Look on the hill. There are bits and pieces of roofs, galvanized everywhere. You might catch a wave. There we go. So this is the road outside of my driveway. It's blocked by at least 2 downed trees. There's one hanging right over me. And my neighbors are also blocked. Look at that yellow building in the distance. The roof, a large portion of the roof is missing. My neighbors here are tossing water over the balcony. So this is what my driveway looks like from the other end. That's in the way. That's where I was looking out from. The yellow and green. That's my landlord and his kids. And hey.
The bus was gone?
At Mondaniel?
That's what I heard. Not your post, you know, post.
Yeah. You saw that?
Oh, yeah, I saw it.
That's a road leading up to Castle Comfort. There are light poles down, and there's a tree in the road. Just destruction. Those are some of the police officers who I see every day at the office. They're going to look for their families. This is the warehouse that you could see from my apartment earlier. It's a hardware company called Courts. It's where they store their furniture in bulk. So you go to the city and you buy your furniture and it gets delivered from this warehouse. Clearly, the integrity of this structure has been compromised and everything is exposed. There are downed electricity and I guess cable and telephone lines all over the place. This is the middle of a road. Look at this. There are 2 gas stations right here. This is what remains of one, and this is what remains of the other one. You can see one of the dispensers on the ground. In this building you can see through the windows, you can see the sky through the windows. There's no roof. Look at the mess. Look at the mess. Morning. Morning. You okay? Yeah.
Am I going to be on the anything new, Sky?
Morning.
Just taking pictures.
Yeah. This is a close-up of that furniture warehouse. The side of the warehouse. This is what's left of the main road. And we look in the distance. And I'm told that there's a church up the road that has moved. So I'm going to have a look. It is suspected that a mechanic lives downstairs and that he might have perished.
Inside there. You sure you don't come?
No, block inside there. We ain't going there. I called the man. When the wind started, I called him. When I heard the river, I called him. He tell me on the bed there relaxing.
This used to be a church, the Baptist church. You can see one wall, one piece of a wall remaining, and what looks like a ton load of lumber. Trees that have been stripped of the outside part, and look at this. This is the other side of the home where the mechanic is alleged to have been living, on the downstairs portion. The upstairs portion where an older lady lives and is alive. Looks like it also took a beating. This road used to pass from this side to that side, and it's clearly washed away, and lots of fallen tree debris must have come down with a lot of water flow. Hi, this road takes you to where? So is that Wall House? Or that is Sicilian? Fort Ney. Okay. That's the remaining evidence of the church. House after house. House after house. Roof after roof. There's a lady trapped in that house. Can you wave at her and see if she waves back? Is she gone back inside?
Yeah. You! Ayele! Yeah. A lady. She was with us a while ago.
But we can't get to her because of that. Roof after roof.
I was staying inside there. When the river comes, it just don't know wrong. When I look, I see I said, but how come the water reach up way up there to reach up? I said, it's a miracle. Lord Jesus.
You were inside all the time?
Yes. We stay inside all the time.
You were alone?
So me and my sister.
She's there?
Mm-hmm.
She's okay?
Yes, one time when the water filled up the rooms, we went to the bathroom.
Yes.
And after she was tired, the top of the beds and them dry, so I put her to sit down, lie down.
This was a church here?
Yes. I can't believe. The river break from way up, so the river finish bank, leave the coast of the river right there, the river. No wonder the thing was dash on me because of that.
This is the main road that leads from my join after you leave my apartment and head down that road. You'd normally take a right here and head into town. Slight problem though. A ton load of rubble. Trees that wash down the river. I'm going to have to climb over that to get through. Look at all of the trees that came down with the river. Look at the mess. These wooden pieces are, this one in front of me is probably the size, it's larger than a coffin. Just to give you an idea of the size. Look at this. Look at it's just like a bomb went off here. I'm halfway through it, and that's heading into an area called Newtown. There are two hotels that are adjacent to each other here. One is called Evergreen, and the sign used to be very visible there from the street on the wall, and the structure clearly has received some damage. I can see windows missing, and next to it is another hotel. You can barely see the sign. It's called Castle Comfort Lodge in the red, and this used to be the main road. There's a car lodged up here, a pickup truck. This is one of the places where I eat 3 to 4 times a week. It's really messed up. This used to be a really nice bar. And this used to be like the breakfast area, dining area, hotel rooms. It's really a mess. This is the entrance to the Anchorage Hotel. Just down the road from Castle Comfort. This is another section of the Anchorage Hotel, or what remains. That's the entrance to the lobby.
Yes, open, eh?
So as I continue my walk to my office, I'm on top of another chunk of rubble, looking down the road, what used to be the main road, and I'll spin around to look up the other way, 180 degrees, and that's what you see. It's raining again. There's lots of trees in the ocean. The wind is picking up. This guy just told me there's a lot of mud ahead. Normally the drive from my apartment to my office takes about 5 minutes, 4 to 5 minutes. So I'm following a group of people into Roseau. So this is part of for what normally is a 4-minute drive, 4 to 5 minute drive. I'm walking the entire distance today. I'm standing on the Island Main Road that moves along from Roseau in front of the Fort Young Hotel down towards Loubier. I'm not even halfway. It's raining again, and you can hear the waves pounding. So there's a lot of climbing, a lot of like quicksand instances where mud covers the road and you have no idea whether you're stepping on road until you step into it, and then you sink. You sink like a foot to 18 inches. So this is the junction of Fortenay. It's spelled Fortune, but it's pronounced Fortenay, and it goes into Newtown, which gets us closer to my office. So this is the junction that would take you to Fortenay and take you back over to the church that we saw that disappeared. This is Newtown. It's a fishing community. So this is the first time we can really see some idea of the road, but not too far down you lose recognition of it again. So this is another river passing through Newtown. Look at the bare hill. Look at the roofs. Look at the destruction. Everything. So I'm walking through this. Hey. Okay. You alright? This is like a boat yard where boat owners pull up their boats. That's what I just crossed. Newtown Fisheries, right? Brand new. It looks okay. This is the Newtown Church of Fatima, Catholic Church. Morning. It's more of Newtown. This is Newtown. That's looking back at where we came from. So I'm still in Newtown, and this is looking back at where we just came from. It's the first sign of any length of main road that you can see. And this is where I'm heading. I'm heading that way. I have about another 10-minute walk. So I'm walking in Newtown. Morning. Morning.
Just set back. No God, you are comfortable. Stuff like this. Fortunately, I passed away. Too much on this. Start it's okay.
There's no one driving because you can't drive. We're coming to the end of Newtown, and we're going to approach the Newtown Savannah, which is a playing field, and then we'll hit the National Broadcasting Radio Station. It's called Dominica Broadcasting Services, abbreviated DBS. This is a popular spot called Suki's Gas. Suki is the name of is a surname of a well-known Dominican who has a chain of bakeries and gas, cooking gas, propane gas, and this is the Newtown Savannah I spoke about. It's a playing field, usually hosts soccer matches and like festivities, concerts, and there seems to be a lot of people walking out now. So I'm leaving Newtown. The place is littered with galvanized, which is the roofing material of choice here. And the playing field is also littered with the galvanized. This is the National Broadcasting Station, Dominica Broadcasting, DBS Radio. This is their headquarters, where they transmit from. This tower houses cell sites and radio transmitters. As you can see, they are upside down. In the distance in that is the public library. And over here in pink, this is the House of Assembly or the Parliament building. Oh, look, the door is broken on this side here, on top. That's the gallery, the Parliament. There's a door open, broken open. Here we go. I'll try to zoom out. I'm trying to hold an umbrella at the same time. This is the entrance. This is the public library. Is gone. This is the residence, the official residence of the President of Dominica. It is called the State House. The President is Charles Savarin.
Oh, so sad.
Clearly lots of debris that does not belong to the State House that's made its way into the yard. Morning. And now we are approaching a very popular hotel. It's called the Fort Young Hotel. In the distance there, Fort Young. There's a car in the road. To have a service for the opening of the law Wednesday. So I'm entering Roseau. I'm in Roseau. These are some of the scenes. Right, this is the heart of Roseau. What street is this again?
Micah, what you do, sir?
This is Roseau. It appears as though the Roseau River overflowed and flowed into the streets. This is a main street. I'm in Roseau and I'm heading up to this junction goes to Kennedy Avenue.
Let's go.
And Kennedy Avenue is where my office is located. So this is Kennedy Avenue.
Move your leg good. All right.
This is looking down Kennedy Avenue towards the sea. And then this is Kennedy Avenue up to my office. Kennedy Avenue. is the West Bridge. So this is the car park exit. This is the center where I work. Actually intact. I have no idea what it's like inside. There's lots of debris. This is a window from above. So this is the staircase. There's electricity, but the guy is not to use the elevator. I have to climb 6 floors. This is the top floor. It's the 6th floor.
Charlie.
How the media room?
Wait.
The cameras. So I'm on the 6th floor. There's water all over the place, but there's electricity, and this is where I work from. You can hear the water in my shoes. So the media room seems to be okay. It's a bit wet on the floor, but there's electricity, the cameras are here, the switcher, everything's dry. And the press podium seems to be intact. But we have no internet from all accounts, so that's my next task to fix. Prime Minister's office is damaged. So we have, I'm going to the roof, and I sent someone for the key to open this door, but the door was removed by the hurricane. So I'm on the roof. That's the Roseau River. And there are 4 bridges. Chinese French bridge, which seems to be damaged. The new damaged. The EC bridge appears to be blocked. And then there's another bridge over here, which appears to be passable. That's the ministerial complex, Windsor Park Stadium. There are cars in the parking lot that are submerged in mud. There are houses below. Moved. This is the lounge of the Prime Minister's office. That is the door to enter his office. A window was torn off, and as a result, in here is a mess.